you do realize that you are literally part of the new heaven on earth, right? I feel so many of us are getting to the point where we're experiencing the shift of the counterpart earth. And that's not that, there's a split of timelines between the old earth and the new earth. We have to remember that these are frequencies that are self-organized. So you're still going to be in the same container, yet the dimensional frequency that you're accessing and the ecosystem of people, experiences, and opportunities that you're accessing as you ascend and rise your vibration to this higher order begin to mirror in the quality of your exchanges. I just had a conversation with Mo, right? And he said something so profound, and it was, you're now seated inside of, I'm hearing the reality that you once dreamt of, which was the desire to remember yourself. And then you've done it, right? So your first biggest day was that you landed here, and the second one is when you remember why. But he said, you're now seated in the harvest or the fruition or the culmination of all the hard work that you've done behind the scenes. And it's so funny because I'm seeing on the beach, there's like a washed up something, and it's floating, and it reminds you of to become buoyant. To become buoyant is to become less dense in the medium that you're immersed in. And that's what happens when you merge your human nature with your divine nature. And the counterpart earth are these bioplasma beings. You're a bioplasma being. And as you see life on earth this way, you feel about this existence this way, and you relate to your life experiences on this planet from this ascended perspective or framework of viewing your potential, or the potential that we have as a collective of rising into a higher order in this cycle and this global shift that starts with you. You're part of that global shift. Just from raising the way that you're thinking and feeling about your own life experiences transforms the way that you actually experience that, therefore transforming your resonance to them. And I'm hearing you're vibrating out of resonance with the old earth. That's what happens, right? It's like, and the ecosystem of experiences that are kind of limited in timeline or range as a reflection of that. And so reality is now corresponding quicker now than ever before to the internal shift that you've done. So, like a wise man once said, be of this world and be in this world, but not of it. Don't become of it. You possess the gift of experiencing as the eternal being these temporal moments through time in the tangible realm, but don't allow the tangible realm to possess you, because ultimately there is such liberation in being detached and fluid, which also, by the way, makes you magnetic as you move through the system, where there is pure purpose in just being. And from that place of presence, you can act with intention. And I'm seeing your intention ground you in your next steps moving forth. You're anchored into this grid, you're anchored into this planet. And as your battery pack, sorry, I don't know what's going on with the camera. As your battery pack, that is the charge in which you're anchoring. And another thing that was coming up today that I'll share is you're now doing something in this lifetime that you weren't able to do before. And what was it? It was something around, how did the conversation go? Let me think for a second. Give me a minute. The cycles that the earth has moved through and your past life existences there, and how you've related to energy exchange on earth. And let's just say the density that you've moved through from lifetime to lifetime. Yeah. What it is you're elevating into as you go through this refinement period and ascend into a high octave. Energy exchanges is nothing like you've experienced before. I'm hearing it's a complete point of like new reference for you, but it's just returning to how it innately was within the purity of the design. And so you can be seated inside of the experience, but know that the observer within you is greater than the experience that's unfolding before you. And that could be in the highest highs, the lowest lows. But if you can have that anchor be your constant, where you can anchor in and sustain that level of awareness as you move through the system, and you can participate consciously in the act of exchange, in the material plane, man, you've made it. You have made it and you have arrived. You know, not only have you arrived back to yourself, but you are part of the energy of New Earth. So anyway, the sun's coming back out. I'm going to continue doing my thing, and you continue doing yours. I just wanted to hop on here and say that. And yeah, you had a bunch of other energy that came through as well. But I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new. So until next time. If you're not already subscribed to the channel and this message finds you, you know, you're already part of the tribe. So consider subscribing because we'd love to have you around. Nice to see you again. Personal reading details are also down below. And until next time, bye!
Clouds in the sky don't care if I stay all day. Dreaming of time when you and I were there.